You aren't running out of time. You're just letting an arbitrary piece of plastic on your wrist dictate the value of your life. Welcome to Critical Thinking, where we analyze barriers to achievement from a philosophical perspective. Today, we're breaking down a silent, driving source of high achiever frustration: milestone anxiety. We are hyper-obsessed with milestones. We feel a crushing panic if we haven't hit a certain title by 30, a specific tax bracket by 40, or a retirement goal on an exact date. This comparison creates a massive internal barrier, an artificial urgency that causes you to rush your execution, make sloppy strategic moves, or give up entirely because you feel like you're behind in life. To break this gridlock, we have to look at the groundbreaking work of Kenyan philosopher and scholar John S. Mbiti and his analysis of African conceptions of time. Mbiti discovered that traditional African thought doesn't view time as an abstract mathematical line stretching into an infinite future. Instead, time is created and produced by events. If an event hasn't happened, the time for it literally does not exist. Western clock time treats you like a factory machine bound to a rigid grid. But Mbiti's framework reminds us that time is organic. You cannot be late for a milestone if you are still actively creating the foundation for it. A building season requires internal depth, not external speed. The barrier's efficacy relies on an optical illusion. It forces you to measure a fluid, event-driven life using a rigid, artificial calendar. When you succumb to milestone anxiety, you forfeit your alignment. You pull the fruit off the tree before it's ripe, simply because you're terrified of the calendar. You sacrifice deep mastery just to satisfy a socially manufactured deadline. The barrier isn't your age or your pacing. It's your addiction to linear timelines. True achievement requires you to step off the industrial clock and focus entirely on creating events that define your evolution. So what's the verdict? Milestone anxiety is a structural fiction designed to make you panic. Drop the calendar, honor the internal rhythm of your blueprint, and focus on the work. See you next time.